What's the most unusual thing a seller thought would help sell their home?
Actually, just this last year, we had an 85-year-old seller who we were working with for probably the whole year before, and he had lived in his home for 27 years. He wanted to do it himself, which is probably the first seller like that has taken out everything out of their house for 27 years. And that's why it took so long for him to get to market. Well, we probably had this conversation like 5 times. And I was really patient the first few times walking him through. And then by the 4th time, I just said, Richard, no one wants the lobster tank in your basement. And he did not believe me. Richard thought, quote,
but won't the buyer come in and want to open a restaurant and want the lobsters to be there so they can be fresh?
And I'm thinking, no, because first of all, your HOA doesn't allow you to have a restaurant in your house. And second of all, we live in Colorado. Like, who's going to fly in lobster to their house and then cook it themselves? So he finally got around to the fact that maybe the average buyer wouldn't want a giant lobster tank. Thankfully, we got a great buyer who actually, that was one of the things that was left because it was so huge. There was like no way to, who wants an old lobster tank? So thankfully, the buyer actually said they'd take that and a bunch of other things in the contract. Thankfully. But yeah, Richard was convinced that everybody needed lobster tank.